Ex-tropical cyclone Koji has made landfall in North Queensland, drenching inland communities and battering the coast. The now tropical low sank boats at Airlie Beach, tearing others from their moorings and slamming them against rocks. Further west in Finch Hatton, emergency warnings were issued for residents after a wall of floodwater tore through. There have been reports of cattle swept away and homes have been impacted. Jasmine Hines begins our coverage.
Alright, so this is a flood wall.
This is all that stands between the township of Finch Hatton, west of Mackay.
Notice how it's taller than me. And there's still another 5 foot that drops below this.
And a torrent of water.
And it's not slowing down.
370 millimetres of rain falling in the 12 hours to midday today at nearby Cattle Creek. The Pioneer River absolutely thundering.
That's where the creek crossing is. There's nothing left of it. Definitely had a devastating impact on a lot of people along the riverbank.
Water rising so quickly, some homes became inundated.
Which resulted in 2 males and 5 children becoming trapped within a residence there. At one stage, the water caused them to climb up onto tables within that residence.
The inland impacts of ex-tropical cyclone Koji far worse than its Category 1 coastal crossing. Earlier near Bowen, residents at a beachside resort thought they'd seen the worst of the system.
Yeah, I don't see any major damage, no trees down.
But Koji wasn't finished yet, sending a boat crashing onto the rocks. Nearby at Airlie Beach, similar scenes. Wind speeds of up to 113 kilometres an hour, tearing more than a dozen vessels from their moorings.
Looks like a big wreckage, to be honest, something you see on Pirates of the Caribbean.
And sinking others.
A vessel took on water rapidly and sunk. 2 men then had to enter the water.
In Mackay, it's disaster déjà vu for this couple whose home was damaged in the Ingham floods last year.
I've lived up north for a while, I've been through a few cyclones, have never ever done a cyclone in a caravan before.
Authorities have always said their main concern with a cyclone of this strength was never going to be wind gusts and waves, rather the heavy rain that follows. Despite now being downgraded to a tropical low, the effects of this weather system are set to linger for days to come.
The system has the potential to produce locally more intense rainfall, which may produce life-threatening flash flooding.
Jasmine Hines reporting there. Well, let's go further down the coast now to Mackay. Johanna Marie is there, and Johanna, huge rainfall is causing serious concern.
That's right, Jess. Right across the day, we've seen heavy rainfall spreading across the region, and you can see behind me the Pioneer River has actually broken its banks here in Mackay. But tonight the concern is for communities further upstream that have been cut off by floodwaters. The Mackay Regional Council telling us that the water supply has been affected in communities of Pinnacle and Gargett, and that they are supplying a small water tanker to provide those residents there water until they can get reconnected to town water again. Now, there's also about 20,000 people, residents across the Mackay region, but also at the Whitsundays, that are without electricity tonight, and energy crews are working hard to try and reconnect those properties. But because of the continued rain and the flooding across the region, it is a hard task ahead, and it could be some time before all of those properties are reconnected.
Johanna Marie, thank you. Well, let's bring in Jacqui McLaren. Jacqui, what can we expect next from this system?
Well, Jess, as we heard, still plenty of heavy to locally intense rainfall to come, and we can see that here on the radar. Triple digits again are possible overnight. That's within this warning area, stretching south of Proserpine down to Gladstone and inland to Barcaldine. However, over the next few days, we're going to see that moisture push south, almost down to the border and further inland as well toward the northwest on Tuesday.